A surprising truth in dating is this. Women often feel a stronger attraction toward men who are a bit mysterious, emotionally, mentally, and behaviorally. Not because they like drama, but because mystery activates powerful psychological mechanisms. Welcome back to Dark Love Psychology. Today we'll break down why emotional mystery is so magnetic, with real examples, and how it shapes desire. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Curiosity Trigger. At the heart of human connection lies a powerful, often underestimated force: curiosity. Women, like all people, are naturally drawn to men who make them wonder, who present a world that isn't laid bare in the first 5 minutes. This isn't about playing games, it's about understanding psychology. Curiosity creates mental engagement, and that sustained engagement is the fertile ground where genuine attraction grows. It's the difference between a fleeting thought and a lasting impression. When a man is emotionally mysterious, he doesn't reveal everything at once. This doesn't mean being cold, distant, or evasive. He's not a closed book. He's a book with compelling chapters that are revealed over time. He's selective. He has his own rich inner world, his own passions, and his own thoughts, and he doesn't feel the need to offer them all up for immediate validation. This self-possession is magnetic. It signals confidence and depth, triggering the brain's innate desire to explore, to understand, to solve the puzzle. The mind leans in, wanting to know more. Let's look at a modern example. A woman texts 2 men she recently met. Man A replies almost instantly. His message is a wall of text, detailing every part of his day. The stressful meeting, what he had for lunch, his workout, the show he's now watching. He's an open book, but one with no suspense. He's seeking connection by offering volume, but it comes across as needing validation. Man B sees the text but doesn't rush. He responds later, calmly and thoughtfully. His answers are clear and engaging, but not overly detailed. He might say, "My day was good, tackled a challenging project, now unwinding, hope yours was great too." He answers her question but leaves space for more. He creates an opening for a real conversation, rather than just a data dump. Guess who she thinks about more? Man B. Why? Because he hasn't given her everything. Her mind naturally starts to wonder, what is that challenging project? What does he do to unwind? His measured response creates intrigue. She's not just reading his words, she's actively trying to understand the man behind them. Curiosity keeps him in her thoughts, turning a simple text exchange into the beginning of a mental and emotional connection. Chapter 2. Scarcity creates value. Humans value what is rare. Emotionally mysterious men don't overexpose themselves. Their attention isn't given to everyone. Their emotions are not available on demand. This scarcity signals, if I get closer to him, it means something. Example: a man who instantly opens up to every woman comes across as emotionally cheap. But when a mysterious man opens up gradually, only after trust, women feel that moment is special, meaningful, and earned. That emotional scarcity increases his perceived worth. Chapter 3. Emotional control is attractive. Mystery often comes from emotional discipline. Women interpret this as strength, stability, and maturity. Emotionally mysterious men don't overreact. They don't panic, chase desperately, or overshare. They stay centered. This creates a sense of, I feel safe around him. Example: if someone cancels on you last minute, an emotional man might react, "Why didn't you tell me earlier? I planned for this." A mysterious, controlled man says, "No worries, hope everything's okay." That calmness is magnetic. It communicates confidence without trying. Chapter 4. Projection. She fills in the blanks. Human psychology abhors a vacuum. When a man doesn't reveal everything about himself, a woman's mind naturally begins to paint a picture, to connect the dots. This isn't a flaw, it's a creative impulse. She starts imagining who he might be, and more often than not, this mental canvas is filled with positive traits. She projects her own hopes and ideals onto the blank spaces he leaves. For instance, if he's a bit quiet on a date, she might think, maybe he's not just shy, maybe he's emotionally deep, a thoughtful observer. If he mentions he's been busy with a personal project, her imagination gets to work. She might envision him building a startup, writing a novel, or composing music, something impressive and passion-fueled. The reality could be that he's simply organizing his garage, but the mystery allows for a far more romantic narrative. This is the power of the unknown. When there's limited information, imagination fills the gap. Consider the difference. A man who overshares might text, "Ugh, my boss is driving me crazy. Had to stay late to finish these stupid reports." The mystery is gone. But the man of mystery simply texts, "Been a busy week. Let's catch up soon." That ambiguity gives her the space to romanticize. She doesn't picture spreadsheets. She pictures purpose and ambition. His selectivity is reframed as confidence. His quietness becomes depth. His vague past transforms into a story of adventure and experience. He isn't just a person, he becomes a concept, a possibility. And the potential of what be is often far more intoxicating than the mundane reality of what is. Chapter 5. He feels like a challenge. Let's be clear, this isn't about playing hard to get. That's a game, a manufactured obstacle. The challenge we're drawn to is different. It's the natural result of a man who possesses a deep, quiet sense of self-worth. He isn't performing for an audience, he's living within his own frame. Women don't chase men because they enjoy difficulty. They chase when it feels meaningful to win someone's attention. An emotionally mysterious man doesn't show instant emotional dependence. He won't flood your phone with good morning texts the day after a first date, nor will he immediately ask where you see this going. He allows space for curiosity to grow. He doesn't brag about his accomplishments, he doesn't beg for your time, and he certainly doesn't compete for validation by putting other men down. This subtle distance, this self-containment, triggers a powerful thought in a woman's mind. He seems to have his own fulfilling life. If he chooses to make room for me in it, it must mean I'm truly special. Here's a simple example. A man who compliments her non-stop on her looks makes her feel admired, but in a generic way. But the emotionally mysterious man, who stays quiet for much of the date and then says, "The way you explained that was fascinating, I've never thought of it like that," makes her feel seen and chosen for her mind. The first man offers validation, the second offers connection. The challenge isn't winning him over, it's about being worthy of his selective, genuine attention. And that distinction amplifies desire exponentially. Chapter 6. Depth without chaos. There's a difference between emotional mystery and emotional unavailability. Emotionally mysterious men don't overshare, don't dump their problems, don't talk endlessly about themselves, don't force emotional intimacy, but they show depth when it matters, calmly, intentionally. Women sense that he has layers, but he reveals them slowly. This feels stable, yet intriguing. Example: instead of talking about painful childhood trauma on the first date, he might share a small, meaningful story about how he learned discipline or resilience. He reveals depth, not chaos. Chapter 7. Contrast versus other men. Most men today overshare, over-explain, and over-pursue. They flood women with emotions, information, and attention. So when a man shows restraint, calmness, mystery, controlled energy, he immediately stands out. This contrast alone makes him unforgettable. Example: in a world where men double text, triple text, and rush connection, a mysterious man replies with intention, not urgency. He listens more than he talks. He observes more than he announces. That difference makes him feel like a rare masculine presence. So now you understand why emotionally mysterious men create powerful attraction. Curiosity, scarcity, control, depth, contrast, and a challenge that feels meaningful. If you want more male psychology and attraction insights, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.